And that's the other thing too is weird is I had a match with Jackie Moore, and I'm just being honest. This is my truth. No negative vibes to anyone. I never had a problem with Jackie. But when we had our match, I went to pick her up for a body slam, and I noticed we were a little too close to the ropes. So what I did is I tried to play it off like I was holding her up for 1, 2, and then I put her down. And then next thing I know is like it ended with her giving me like this kind of guillotine kind of submission. And she was really choking me out. And I started to black out and almost passed out. And I didn't understand because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. Like I was telling her. And she didn't stop. And then when I got to the back, I was told that there was like such a terrible match. And what the F was I thinking? And I was like, what? And I remember Roxy was there. And when they were done reaming me, she goes, that was a good match. Don't listen to them. And I remember I watched it back. I go, the only thing I could think of is I stalled on the body slam because we're too close to the rope. Like, no, I was trying to do my placement better. Like, come on. And so later I heard that, or I was told that Jackie told somebody I was close with that she apologized for that. So I have no idea what that was all about. Sucked, but it was what it was.
And I would say the beginning was ACW Gold Rush, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, that was definitely, yeah. I'd agree with you on that one.
So that's the first time that maybe you got your negative heat here in the South. Just walk me through that that night, if you would.
All right. Well, it was sort of a last minute thing. When Randy got a hold of me, it was because Jason, or Cadillac Kid, he got me on the show in the beginning. So, in the back of my mind, I knew I wasn't really ready to be on the show at that time. But I took it upon myself to do so. I get there, and at first I was supposed to be in the one that you were in, the Hardcore Scramble gimmick.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Hogan changed that. So he put me in with Corey Shaddix and Phil Macchio, and I forgot who my partner was.
Coondog.
Coondog, yeah, that's what it was. And like I said, I wasn't completely ready to be in there, especially with people who were that experienced, and I didn't know that Bill knew all the kinds of martial arts that he does, but I found out. Anyway, we talked over the match, and I honestly had no idea what the fuck was going on at the time. I was tired. I was on energy drinks and other stuff that we're not going to talk about. And I decided to go out there, like I said, take it upon myself and try to do this match. And I ended up getting the shit beat out of me because I made the mistake of trying to attack Corey after the fact when it was all over with. I really don't know why. I have no excuse for it. And yeah, they beat the shit out of me, and I 100% deserve that.
And Jimmy, you were the referee for the match with in Pittsburgh with me and Ron and Public Enemy.
I know exactly where you're going with this. Yes.
What was Gerald Briscoe saying to you then?
Well, I was going to ask about that next, and I'm glad you jumped in there, John.
Let me preface this. Okay, so I have the match. It's you and Ron against Public Enemy, and I go to the ring like everybody else. So I don't know what's happening up at Gorilla before they walk out. But you correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not say to you guys, we're not doing the finish, or we don't?
They said to me. So their music's playing, literally playing. We went over the match. We went over everything. Everything was agreed to. And it's not our finish. So it's not like me and Ron created the finish.
Right.
It was given to us by the office, same as it was given to them by the office. They turn to me and say, hey, we're not going to do that spot with the table. Well, that's the finish. And we're setting up the first table match in WWE. We're going to probably put them over. I have no idea what we're going to do with the pay-per-view, but that was their match. So probably put them over. Don't know that. But they said, we're not doing this spot with the table. I said, that's the finish. And they said, yeah, we don't want to do that spot. I said, okay. But they didn't offer an alternative. They didn't say, hey, we don't want to do a spot. We're going to do a DQ. We're going to do this. We want to put you through it. They didn't offer any alternative. So Ron turns to me. He goes, what was that? And I said, they don't want to go to the table. And he said, well, we'll take the table to them. That was it. And Jerry asked us, he said, what's going on? Now our music's playing by this time. And I said, I really don't know. And he goes, you guys going over? I said, we are. I said, I don't know what to take. 15 seconds or 15 minutes, but we're going over. So that's what happened before we walked out. We walked down there thinking, we don't know what we're walking into. We assume it's a fist fight is what we think we're walking into.
Man, I'm down at the ring. I'm assuming it's going to be just like you guys had talked about. And all of a sudden, here comes
because we
Public
agreed to
Enemy.
everything, and you were there.
Yeah.
We agreed to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Public Enemy comes down, they do their entrance and the whole bit. And then here comes Ron and John, and they have this different look on their face. Not the APA look. This is like Ron and John coming out of a pub ready to, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's a nasty look. That's awesome. Then as soon as they hit the ring, boom. Oh, that was snug. And it was a beating. And these guys were getting their asses beat. And I'm thinking to myself, what is going on here? And I'm hearing, and I'm not hearing anything yet from Mr. Briscoe. The bell rang, the whole bit and stuff like this, and they're going on, and they're just, you guys laid a number on them. Let's put it.
And it wasn't a hardcore match, so I mean,
no,
it was supposed to be a regular tag,
Right.
Yeah, but there was no tag, and it was like a Texas Tornado match where everything goes, and you guys were knocking the living snot out of these guys. Finally, after a couple of minutes of this, I think, I don't know, Mr. B, you could tell me if you were enjoying what was going on, but all of a sudden, Gerald says, Jimmy, you may want to think about ringing the bell to end this thing anytime now.
Yeah.
And I went, ding, 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 but the mugging kept going, and, match was over, and you guys, I thought, oh boy, I'm going to witness a fight in the back. You know what I mean? And they came back, shook your hands, said thank you. And I went, what did I just witness here?
We thought the same thing. We thought, well, the fight's going to happen in the back. So we went back to Grill. We waited for them right there. We assumed that's where the fight's going to happen. And they came back through, said thank you, shook our hand, and left.
Yeah.
And left.
Yeah,
Right.
and left.
Yeah, left.
If you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment below and tell us your thoughts. If you wanted to help out the channel as well, we also have memberships available, and you can check out our Twitch links in the description box below, as well as join our Discord. That's all we have for you today. We'll see you in the next one.